91. Thunderstorm or two Thursday afternoon. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through A Wealth Management, LLC.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Monday, last night the award ceremonies were going on, and you saw the situation where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Whether it was staged or not is up for debate. But I, unlike Galen, seem to think that it wasn't staged because of Will Smith's response to the incident when he went up to receive his Best Actor award for King Richard. The autobiographical drama about Richard Williams and his daughters Serena and Venus. It looked like he kind of threw away his prepared speech and apologized to the Academy and everything, although he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. And a lot of people are saying that, you didn't apologize to Chris Rock. A lot of people are holding Will Smith responsible for this. But a backstory to this is Chris Rock has, through the years, made jokes about Jada Pinkett Smith. Some sexual in nature, some about her health issues. And last night, he made a joke about her being G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you in it, in reference to her propecia where she's losing her hair. And that looked like the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm going to be honest with you. I won't take too much of people funning about my wife before I may smack you. A little lighthearted poke at my wife about how why'd she marry you? I can see that once or something. But you start messing with my wife about maybe how her hairstyle is or what she looks like, or you start degrading her by making sexual jokes about her, I'm probably smacking the hell out of you too. No, not probably. I am smacking the hell out of you. That's my MO anyway. So, and then I'm not apologizing to you for it. I may apologize, like if it happened at a party, I may apologize to the host of the party. Sorry, I was disruptive of your party, but I'm not apologizing to the person I smacked. I mean, you see on social media today that everybody, there are people saying Will Smith didn't apologize to Chris Rock. Okay. Jada Pinkett Smith suffers from propecia, which makes your hair fall out. For a man, that's bad enough. For a woman, it must be catastrophic. And then for him to openly make a joke about it at the Oscars in front of God and everybody, I'm not saying Will Smith should have went up there and slapped him, but I understand. And by the way, that controversy is the only thing that makes the Oscars worth talking about. But I promise you, and don't get me wrong, I'm one of the world's worst. The fact that in my group of people, there's a wife in my group of people that I need to go ahead and right now say I apologize to her, because exactly what I'm talking about, I do to her without thinking about it. Because she's part of the group, she's part of the guys, and she gives it just as much as she takes it. But I probably should be a little less, aggravating to her at times. So, Julie, I apologize. Because somebody got after my wife like Chris Rock got after Jada Pinkett Smith, or any situation like that. I may not react real well. Now, good fun and ribbing is different from being just mean-spirited. And I think making fun of a woman who's losing her hair when she's in her 40s is probably mean-spirited. It's not, a laughing matter, especially if I was married to her. So, just keep a note that a lot of people think that Will Smith is in the wrong here. And I know you're not supposed to just go around slapping people. And I know that if it had been anybody but Will Smith or somebody, if it had been just a normal Joe off the street, somebody got arrested. And look, there's talk about the only reason he didn't get asked to leave the award ceremony was because they knew he was going to probably win Best Actor Oscar. And they didn't want him thrown out of the event because of that controversy. I don't know. But I know that he had enough of Chris Rock joking about his wife. And the reason I don't think it was staged is the heartfelt apology with the emotion of the apology that he gave afterwards. But it's the only part of the award ceremony I've watched, and I didn't even watch it. I watched it on Twitter. That's where I'm at with these stupid award ceremonies. So I just wanted to, bring that up and publicly apologize to Julie, because sometimes I go a little too far. She knows who she is. No last names needed. She knows who she is. Hey, remember David Cook, the late David Cook? He was a former Star Banner editor, and they put a book of his out in 2019. Well, now there's a new book, a second volume from the columns of late David Cook. It's on for sale now at Your Heart's Desire, Shannon Ross Collection, and Hops Headquarters. The new volume, a follow-up to the 2019 edition, features more than 60 additional columns and photographs exploring the history of Ocala. Once again, the Historic Ocala Preservation Society has generously underwritten the publication cost. And the book's cover the artwork is done by noted artist Margaret Watts, noted Ocala artist Margaret Watts. So if you read the 2019 version, there were some great historical columns. The whole book was just laden with the history of Ocala. And now this book's going to have 60 more columns that are just full of Ocala history. And it's a very rich history, the Ocala history. 178 years young is Marion County. Ocala was where the King Fort stood. This was the last outpost before you got into the Indian nations of the Seminole and the Muskogee and everything, so the Miccosukee, excuse me. And so this was the last last outpost of what was the state of Florida. And it was before the state. The state was made a state in 1845. It was the Florida Territory, which was a buffer. This area was a buffer between the United States, citizens of the United States, and the Indian nations of the Seminoles. So this was a very important place at that time in this country, and Ocala was right here. And so the history of Ocala is rich, it is long, and needs to be told. So here's another book doing just that. It's the second volume of columns from the late David Cook of the Star Banner. So I'm going to get a copy. I'm going to Hops either today or tomorrow to buy a copy of it. I think it's a good read that'll something that if you're interested in the history of Ocala, it's a must-have. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More on the other side. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Suffering from neck, back, or leg pain? Go Green CBD Store can help you with holistic, all-natural, lab-tested products that help with pain, stress, anxiety, inflammation, PTSD, and so much more. We stock smokable products, gummies, chocolate, coffee, tea, even pain cream. Yes, we even have treats and oils for your dogs or cats. Go Green CBD is located in the Paddock Mall in the center court. We're open every day. Come in today for a free sample.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hey, I didn't know it rained last night.
Oh, it didn't. Why do you say that?
Because little Johnny's in the backyard playing in that big mud puddle.
Did you leave the hose on?
No, the neighbor borrowed it yesterday.
Wait, is that the side where the septic
Johnny, get out of there!
Having septic problems? At Mike Scott Plumbing, we can make those septic worries disappear. We can pump your septic tank, repair your drain field, and, if needed, even install a whole new system. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't take crap from anyone. We take it from everyone. 237-2888. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Of all the questions you get asked every day, this is one you should not ignore. How much money in your 401k or IRA is actually yours? Not what its current value is, but how much of it will end up in your pockets, not the government's. Remember, you still might owe taxes on that money. Make sure you are not overpaying. Keep every dollar you are entitled to. Look, I know it's confusing, it's complicated, and it definitely is not fun. That's why at Pinnacle Retirement Advisors, we offer strategies to help make sure you're not paying more in taxes than your fair share. It's your money. You deserve to know what's at stake. Call our team at Pinnacle Retirement Advisors today to get started. 352-320-2060. That's 352-320-2060. Do not do the IRS any favors. 352-320-2060. Firm offers insurance services and may not give tax advice. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. You know, you've heard all these stories about you can't find workers, nobody wants to work, and people are short-staffed. And yet the unemployment rate keeps dropping in Marion County. It dropped 2.2% from a year ago. The unemployment rate a year ago was 5.8%. This year, right now, it's 3.6%. These are numbers from February, of course. March numbers have not been included in there. But the unemployment rate was 3.6% this year in February, down from 5.8% the same month last year. The state announced Friday. And it's dropped, by the way, 0.5% from what the unemployment rate was in January of this year. January, the unemployment rate was 4.1%. February, it was 3.6%. So they 0.5%. That's a huge point drop, 0.5%. The lowest unemployment rate in Florida was registered in Monroe County at 2%. Hamilton County has the highest at 4.5%. The overall average for the state was 3.1%. The three-county region of Citrus, Levy, and Marion counties registered a 3.8% unemployment rate, down from 6% in February of last year. This according to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, and Marion. They show positive gains in key labor force statistics over the past year. This according to Rusty Skinner, the CEO of Career Source. But it's not that they can't find people that don't want to work. It's that in some of the industries, people aren't coming back to it. That's what people go, well, you see all the time restaurants are closing and they don't open on certain days and all because they say they can't find people to work, that there's no workers. Yet the unemployment rate keeps dropping. How's that possible? Because people aren't going back to restaurants. They found other income during the economic downturn, during the closures. You know, even with Florida being open for the most part, we did close for 8 weeks. And if you've never worked in the restaurant and hospitality industry, you don't understand 8 weeks is a lifetime. When you're used to getting money through tips on a daily basis, to go 8 weeks without generating any kind of income through tips or anything, devastating. Because it's a different life that you lead when you get money every day. You don't have a set check that shows up every 2 weeks or like teachers once a month. You have money every day, and you budget according to that way, and then all of a sudden it all dries up for 8 weeks. Nothing. And a lot of these people are like most Americans. They don't have a big nest egg to fall back on. You know, it's said that 52% of Americans could go about 3 weeks without a paycheck before they would be needing to go to food kitchens and stuff. That's not very long. Well, in the restaurant and hospitality industry, I bet it's days, not weeks. Because you're used to getting money on a daily basis. And so a lot of people abandoned that because in 8 weeks, that's a lifetime to go without money in the restaurant and the hospitality industry. People found other ways to make money. They found other jobs, and they got on schedules where money might not come every day, but it's guaranteed. You know how much you're going to get. You can budget accordingly. That's another problem with the restaurant and the hospitality industry. When you have a job that is based on tips, for the most part, you don't know whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day. With a job that you have an actual, every 2 weeks you get a paycheck, you work by the hour, you get an hourly rate, you know what that money's going to be every paycheck. You don't know what your money's going to be from a day-to-day basis in the restaurant and hospitality industry. So people found other jobs, found steady income, and found an income that they knew exactly what they were making every week, every 2 weeks, every month. So they got out of the restaurant business. They got out of the hospitality industry, and they're not coming back. When the fast food restaurants were closed, remember at the time they were paying $8, $9 an hour. People went and found jobs through Career Source and all. They're paying $14, $15 an hour. They didn't go back to fast food restaurants. So even though it says the labor force is back out and working, the unemployment rate has dropped 2.2% from a year ago, February, 0.5% from just last month and 2 months ago in January, because the March numbers aren't out because we're still in March. They're not going back to the industries that you see that are struggling to find employees. And that's really the hospitality and restaurant industry. And they're not going to come back because they found steady income now. Believe me, the main drawback of the restaurant and hospitality industry is the fact that you work for tips and you get money every day, not in a set schedule. The advantage of working in restaurant hospitality is you get money every day. You don't have to wait on a paycheck every 2 weeks. But it takes some unique budgeting and some you have to be strict on yourself to really create a big nest egg in the restaurant and service industry. And so people aren't going back. They're just not. Even though it looks like unemployment's down, it's not in those industries because people aren't going back. They're going into medical fields. They're going to get more education going in medical fields. They're going to, they took the pandemic time to go back and get a trade school degree, certificate, something like that, and they're making money doing different jobs. Because I'm telling you, when you shut down for 8 weeks in the restaurant and hospitality industry, that's a lifetime of lost wages. And that's what happened. So even though unemployment is down, you hear people say, I can't find workers. Most of those people that can't find workers are restaurant owners, restaurant managers, because they're not coming back to those jobs. Even though our area is rebounding, Rusty Skinner says our area continues to rebound, showing positive gains in the key labor force statistics over the past year. And that is accurate. People have gone back to work. Nobody's sitting at home expecting another stimulus check. People went back to work. They just didn't go back to work in jobs they had been in before the pandemic shut everything down. So that's why you couldn't get me to go. You couldn't get me to get in the restaurant industry anymore for that exact reason. If you need lawn care service, got about a minute to go in this segment. You need lawn care service. Guess what? There's now an app for that. That's right. Nashville-based Green Pals is now offering an app that allows Marion County residents to arrange lawn care service. Homeowners can list their lawns with their service date and lawn care needs. Green Pal says then homeowners can then select who they want to work based on the vendor's rating, reviews, and price. So if you've been looking for a lawn care service, now there's an app for that. And it allows Marion County residents to look at lawn care service providers and arrange and pick who you want through an app. There's got to be an app for that for everything eventually. Well, now there is one for lawn care service here in Marion County. Take a break. Come back up this time out. You're listening to Ocala Talks on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The only clear path to peace in Ukraine is a deal between Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky, but red lines have been drawn by the Russian and Ukrainian leaders that are nowhere near each other. Another round of peace talks are scheduled for today in Turkey, though Putin has discounted Zelensky's call for a leader-level summit. President Biden's remark from a speech in Poland over the weekend that Russian President Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power is hindering U.S. policy and threatening to undermine diplomatic efforts to end the war in Ukraine.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
French President Emmanuel Macron worried that Biden's comment calling Mr. Putin a butcher could complicate diplomatic efforts to end the war. The White House quickly clarified the president's comment, saying the president's point was that Putin cannot be allowed to exercise power over his neighbors or the region. USA Radio News.
Stock market have you nervous? With geopolitical conflict and inflation concerns, it's virtually impossible to guess what will happen next. But with Vantage Point, you don't have to. Learn to trade with artificial intelligence. Text the word DEMO to 813813 and discover how to predict stock market trends up to 3 days ahead with incredible accuracy. Whether you trade stocks, options, forex, futures, or crypto, Vantage Point's patented artificial intelligence can give you a massive edge. Text DEMO to 813813 to get what you need to stay ahead of the markets and find big moves before they happen. Don't wait. Text DEMO to 813813.
Trading involves financial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Past results do not guarantee future performance. By texting DEMO, you agree to the terms available at VantagePointSoftware.com/terms and consent to receive calls and text using automated technology. Offers or info by or on behalf of Vantage Point. Your consent is not a condition to purchase and can be revoked at any time. Message and data rates may apply.
That landed on the moon, it's guaranteed.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Don't miss the new Ocala Home Show this weekend, March 26th and 27th at the World Equestrian Center.
See everything for in and around your home.
Kitchens, baths, windows, doors, pools, spas, solar, landscape, and more.
Cooking seminars all weekend.
Meet the area's elite contractors.
Hundreds of new products, thousands of great ideas.
Free admission and parking.
The Ocala Home Show. 2 days only, this Saturday and Sunday at the World Equestrian Center. Free admission.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there?
Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just